Hi, thanks for stopping by Hansen Speed Shop for another one of our custom Hot Wheels builds. Today we're looking at a Hot Wheels 41 Willys. I've done one of these before in the past as a gasser, and today we're going to be doing this one as kind of a movie car. We'll get to that in a minute. Before we get started here today though, I just want to thank everyone who watches our videos, who's a subscriber. I really appreciate it a lot, and I really like to thank you guys. So thank you for that. If you're not a subscriber, if you like what we're doing, if you like what you see, or if you check out the channel and find other cool stuff, there's more cool stuff like that to come. We do kind of a lot of variety of stuff here on Hansen Speed Shop. So if you think it's something you'd like to keep watching, hit that subscribe button. But as far as what we're doing here today, this is the car. And the movie in particular came out in 1979. It's kind of a B-rated movie called Hot Rod. And we won't get into too much of what the actual movie's about. I think it is on YouTube if you want to go check it out. It's kind of entertaining. There's a lot of neat cars in the movie if you get anything away from it. The storyline's kind of a drifter kind of comes to town to race in the nationals, and kind of like the bully of the town, I guess, wrecks his car, and then he becomes friends with some of the town folk, and then ends up getting a Willys out of the junkyard and fixes it up, and then basically beats the bully and ends up with his girlfriend and blah blah blah. But the star of the movie is this cool primer gray Willys gasser, and that's what we're going to be building a replica of today. So we got this old beat up Willys, and this is going to be kind of authentic to the movie because I found this thing in the junk also. It's not terrible, but it's kind of beat up, and we're basically just going to kind of make this car look like the one in the movie. So pretty simple. We'll give it a straight axle up front, put some cool slotted mags on it like the car in the movie had in the back, and then it just had, like, I think black steel wheels up front. Do the primer gray on the car, and then do a little detailing on the interior, and this should be a pretty cool tribute to the 41 Willys gasser from the movie Hot Rod. So we'll get this thing stripped, and then we'll go from there. Alright guys, back to the 41 Willys, which is going to be a replica of the Willys from the 1979 movie Hot Rod. Got the thing all done as far as paint goes. Threw a nice coat of primer gray on it, just like the real car. Got the door handles detailed. The headlights are done. Tail lights are done. So the body's ready to rock and roll. We still have to do the whole chassis and interior. I need to do a little bit more research. I think I kind of know what colors things were. I just got to check the movie out again, just to verify some things. It's been a little bit since I've watched it, so I want to make sure I get stuff kind of painted the right color. For our wheels, on the back we're going to be running these Hot Wheels rear rider wheels, which will look really good. And then up front, these were off of a Hot Wheels 55 Chevy, kind of more of a premium car from quite some time ago, and they're just like a chrome steel wheel. Those will get painted black to look like the movie car, and then we got our little blower here that's going to get detailed. So made some pretty good progress on the car. It's coming along really cool, and I think you guys are really going to dig it once you see it at the final unveil, which will be the next time you see this car. Should be all finished and ready to rock, and we'll check it out then. So see you at the final unveil. gang, here it is, straight from its 1979 movie debut, a 41 Willys from the movie Hot Rod. Thing turned out super cool. It really captured the look of the car in the movie, because the car in the movie was not like a perfect, show car by any means. It kind of was a little rough, kind of a little ratty. And I wanted this thing to have that same kind of a look and feel to it. So we'll just go over the whole car in case you might have missed some parts of the build, or you just want to know a little bit more in detail. We'll go over everything that I did to this car. Started out with the Hot Wheels 41 Willys. The first things that needed to be done was to give it the correct stance. So the back of the car had to be raised up and the front of the car had to be raised up. This car originally comes from Hot Wheels as kind of like a street rod, and that obviously wasn't going to work for our kind of vintage gasser that we were building. So the car was raised up. Basically the way I did that was the back of the frame, I actually had to notch that out, and then I made the rear axle out of a piece of aluminum tubing, and then just kind of adjusted it to exactly the height I wanted, and then glued that all in. This front is a straight axle made out of aluminum tubing with a metal axle running inside of that. And then the base was originally black plastic from Hot Wheels. And then just the front axle and rear end was painted gloss black. The car in the movie was supposedly running a Hemi, so we did the oil pan in Hemi orange, and then detailed out the transmission. The wheels on the car, the rear wheels are Hot Wheels Wheel Rider wheels, sourced off of Hot Wheels 55 Chevy Gasser. And then the front wheels are actually also Hot Wheels wheels from Hot Wheels. They're from a 55 Chevy from Hot Wheels. It was kind of a turquoise and white, originally chrome, kind of just a steel wheel, skinny steel wheel. And then that was painted black. The door handles and headlights and everything are detailed out. The car in the movie did not have a grill, so we just I just cut that out. The car in the movie is just primer gray. As you can see, this car is primer gray. And then we did the scoop up in primer gray as well. And then we did the taillights of the car. As you can see on the pictures, we did the interior. The car in the movie had like black seats in it, a little floor shift on it, like a hearse shifter, and it looked like to me the carpet was kind of a bluish color with a black steering wheel. Pretty simple, just not, not a whole lot there. So that's kind of, we tried to detail out the interior as close as we could to the car in the movie. I couldn't really tell if the car had like fender well headers or what kind of style headers. It didn't really look like it had any real unique looking headers, so I didn't do anything like that on this car. But otherwise, it came out super cool. I'm really happy with it. If you think it's super sweet and you're digging what we did with this car, comment below. Let me know what you think. If you like it a lot, give it a thumbs up. If you want to hit that subscribe button, because we're going to keep on putting out cool videos like this one in the future. Not planning on going anywhere. But otherwise, that's going to do it for our Hot Rod 41 Willys Gasser. Hope you guys like it. I'm really happy with it. I think it's super cool. Go check out the movie. But otherwise, go out, work on your own projects, get your hands dirty, stay cool, and we'll see you cats on the next one. Thanks for watching.